Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into why so much of the content we create just gets ignored. It turns out, the secret isn't about posting more often. It's about telling a much better story. If you're looking to build an audience that actually cares, you have to stop dropping random updates and start documenting a journey people can get behind. So, let's just dive right in by asking a really crucial question. Take a second and think about this. Are people just passively watching what you put out there, or are they actively following you? Trust me, the difference between those two is everything. And this whole idea really boils down to two completely different approaches. You've got posting, which, let's be honest, is what most of us are doing, and then you have documenting, and that is where the real magic happens when you're trying to build a loyal community. You can really see the difference laid out here. Posting is like shouting into the wind. It's a disconnected update that's there 1 minute and gone the next, buried in the feed. There's no story, so there's no reason for anyone to get invested. But documenting, that's different. Every piece of content you create becomes another chapter in a bigger story, building on what came before to create genuine loyalty and trust. And this story just nails the human side of it, right? We don't really connect with the perfect, polished, final product. We connect with the messy process. The struggle, the late nights, the small wins, that's the stuff that makes us care. It makes the whole thing feel real and turns you from just another creator into a main character we actually want to see win. Okay, so the obvious question is, how do you document your journey without just creating a chaotic mess of random updates? Well, the answer is to build what the source material calls a curated map, and it's actually way simpler than it sounds. The best way to think about highlights is like chapter markers for your story. They are not random posts, they are a strategically chosen collection of moments that show your progress. They literally connect the dots for your audience, showing them, here's where I started, here are the obstacles I hit, and here's where I'm going next. And it really just comes down to the simple 4-step process. First, figure out what the key milestones are for your project. Next, get in the habit of capturing the real, behind-the-scenes stuff, not just the perfect final version. Then you curate those moments into a structured highlight, and over time you reveal the entire evolution of your project. This is exactly how you make your audience feel like they're right there with you. All right, so you've got your story mapped out, you know the structure, but now we have to talk about how you deliver it. Because there's one single element that separates amateur content from something that feels truly professional and educational, and it's the one thing almost everyone overlooks: your audio. It's such a simple formula, but it is so powerful. You see, visuals can show what's happening, but a clear voiceover is what explains why it's happening. It gives you the context, the nuance, and the clarity that a little bit of text on the screen just can't compete with. And just look at the numbers here. The impact is absolutely massive. If you rely only on visuals, you're leaving a ton of room for confusion. But the moment you add that guiding voice, you transform a simple video into a polished, high-impact lesson. You're not just showing something anymore, you're actually teaching it. And I want to be clear, this strategy is about so much more than just getting more likes or views. When you document your journey transparently, it has huge, real-world implications for long-term growth and building professional trust, especially if you're running a startup or a business. And here's why this is a total game changer for growth. When you document everything, you're not just making content, you're creating a public record of your hustle, your progress, your wins, and your failures. Now, think about that from an investor's or a stakeholder's point of view. That transparency is tangible proof that you're making progress. It fundamentally de-risks their decision to support you because they've seen the work you've put in. This is how you build deep, professional trust, humanize your brand, and turn a passive audience into a real community that's invested in seeing you succeed. So now that we know how absolutely vital a guiding voice is, you've got a strategic choice to make. Are you going to be the one on the mic, or are you going to let technology do the talking for you? And you know what? The best part is, there's really no wrong answer here. Using your own voice is amazing for building that personal, authentic connection. But if you hate the sound of your own voice, or you need to churn out content consistently, modern AI voices are unbelievably natural and professional. The most important thing is simply having that clear, guiding voice, no matter where it comes from. Okay, so as we wrap this up, there are 2 big ideas I really want you to take away. First, stop letting your hard work just disappear into the void. Use highlights to turn what would otherwise be random, forgotten posts into a structured story that has a real beginning, middle, and end. And second, please remember that your voice, whether it's actually yours or a high-quality AI, is the essential bridge that delivers all the clarity and context. It's the thing that turns your content from something people just watch into something they actually understand, learn from, and connect with. So we'll leave you with one final thought to take with you. You've got the playbook now. The only thing left to do is start. So what's the first milestone of your journey that you're going to document? We really hope this explainer was helpful. If it was, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on how to build your content journey. We're going to be exploring a lot more strategies, including the future of AI in production. We'll see you in the next one.